Imagine strap-on,
No,
penetrated,
no,
Urianger.
stop, no. Why is it that you were talking innocent until I went live, and then as soon as we're live?
Perfect.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. The chaos has begun. Good Lord. Hi.
I like the series of chat messages where it says Urianger and then strap on, penetrated.
We were just talking about Laura Post's character and what we'd like to do with her.
Or rather, what we'd
we-
like to have her do with other characters.
Maybe we see the hype train is dead now.
Oh no!
I'm just saying.
Urianger's butthole killed
No.
it. No, we were talking about yesterday. Well, I'll talk about it later. It's fine.
Okay. I was going to start the stream by going, look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. As a tribute to CM Punk returning to the wrestling ring today for the first time in 7 years. But instead, we started with strap-on.
Things took a turn.
Yes.
I think it was the stronger start, honestly.
Disagree. Welcome to the Phoenix Wright stream, guys. It's me, your host, Little Karibo or Martin, however you want to call me, and we're playing more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, the third game in the Phoenix Wright series, the final game of the original Phoenix Wright trilogy, and it's the final case of the final game of the final trilogy, not the final trilogy, but the trilogy, and we're in the midst of it. You're joining us in media res. But before we jump into the game and before I introduce my wonderful co-hosts, let me thank people for following in the last few days. Terra King 1000, thank you for the follow. Blue Link 1221, Assault Pineapple. I'm getting inundated with pineapple-themed users lately. Blue Gills, Lord of Dragons 3335, Cory Mizu _ Nitrous 07, Reheart. Thank you for the follows, guys. Senmaru, thank you for resubscribing. Black Kappa 817, thank you for resubscribing. I do appreciate it, guys. Hoss 00312 _____, thank you for the follow. Jim Prower, thank you for the resubscription with Prime for 6 months. Yee, let's get legal, indeed. Tech Zypher, thank you for the follow. Frogler, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. More trains, please. We'll see how the stream goes. We might have more trains. Starlord Who 91, thank you for the follow. Stolus, thank you for hosting. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits and the lol. I assume that was a response to this way things started. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 100 bits. I got a new puppy yesterday. He's a tiny 3-month-old Cocker Spaniel named Loki. Aww. And I will destroy anyone who so much as looks at him funny.
Hey,
thanks for the dog is burdened with glorious purpose. Erikios1, thank you for resubscribing for 8 months, 9 total. Yeah, 8-month anniversary and recovering from COVID. Woot. Well, oh gosh, feel better, Erikios. I if you'd mentioned that before, it slipped my mind. I do apologize, but I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you're recovering swiftly. And Vampiro, thank you for gifting a sub to JC Moo. I do appreciate it. All right, but it's not just me, guys. It would be awful if it was just me. It would not be fun. Fortunately, we're joined by my beautiful partner who had a very fun live stream yesterday, signing all kinds of prints from various franchises that they're in. Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
Hi, it is I, Marin Miller, coming at you live from beautiful Burbank, California. I'm here with your gay update, as per the usual, and this one, it might take a little bit of pitching, but, you know, I was sitting last night, maybe the night before, my chaotic brain going the many different ways that it does, and I was like talking with Soupy, like we do, about Phoenix Wright, and we were both like discussing how underwhelming the Clopalo pairing is, like Clavier and Apollo. And I know I was just singing the praises of a Clopalo fic, and I am still singing those praises because it was a good fic. But we both are like, Apollo is just like, So we're not big Apollo fans. Now that may change as we get through the series again, but I don't know if it will. But anyway, I was trying to think. Yeah, I mean, like he's perfectly fine. It's just in the world of Phoenix Wright, he's very vanilla. And then they like throw a bunch of backstory at him, and I'm like, what? I can't hold all this. And
He's not cool enough for all that backstory anyway.
right? Have you seen his outfit? Ugh, anyway, and his fucking cockroach hair. Anyway. So
His forehead.
that's somebody's favorite part of him, and we both know who. But we were both like, man, Clavier's so fucking hot and like perfect, and like what? And I was like, what if Clavier was able to hook up with a fellow 11? What would that look like? Who would the 11 be? And I came up with Clavier, Gavin, and Victor Nikiforov making sweet, sweet sex at some sort of concert. And so, unfortunately, I've already written 2 pages of this idea. It came at me real fast and hard. So, that's my gay update. And I hope that you guys have as much fun entertaining yourself with that visual as I do, because it's just very beautiful. And unfortunately, I wrote this fan fiction, as like I looked up where Skate America locations were, because I was like, okay, so Clavier lives in America, he's doing concerts in America, maybe they know of each other, and Victor is in America for Skate America, and there just so happens to be a Clavier Gavin concert going on. So the Skate America contest, I think in 2020 last year, took place in Vegas. So I just chose that location because there's always bands playing in Vegas. And also, like, where else are you gonna have like your crazy one night stand with a super sexy figure skater or rock star? And anyway, all this to say, Chris stays with Victor a couple of days after the contest. So now Chris is there too. And I'm like, oh, that would make a nice sandwich. Like if I were at Earl of Sandwich and I saw Chris and Victor and Clavier just going at it on the sandwich shop table, I would order that sandwich.
That's unsanitary.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is unsanitary, but it's nice. It's good. It's delicious. And I would eat it with my eyes. Anyway, that's my gay update.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, wait, should I talk about the signing? The signing went well. It was
Yeah.
fun.
The signing was okay, but let me tell you about my fan fiction.
Let me tell you about my fan fiction.
Alternate universe fan fiction.
That may become a threesome. I don't know. Like, this is out of my hands now. But anyway.
Now you know how I feel in these streams.
I'm being taken away by these characters. But yeah, thanks to everybody who stopped by the signing yesterday. I signed with Ben Diskin and Laura Post. It was really fun. Ben sold a lot of Casper prints from Fire Emblem, and he wrote,
People love a short king.
They do, and I guess he really likes food, because just about everything he wrote on that print was food related. But yeah, and then we had Laura Post. She signed a bunch of Kasumi prints, and a couple of who's the one, Ari from League of Legends, and then the one I signed the most of was Gloxinia, which is very surprising, and then second was Enkidu and Gilgamesh, my beautiful gay men. So anyway, if you are interested, I'm going to have another signing on the 18th, probably the same time, 1 to 3 p.m. PST. If you want to get a print, you can pick one up right there. Oh, Martin did it too. You can pick one up at Marin Miller, and I'll sign it for you live on stream and send it out to you. Enkidu is genderless. I am so bad with pronouns. It's why I don't exclusively go by they. But thank you. Wow, we've got enough links to feed a whole family there.
Yeah. I felt left out.
But yes, Enkidu is a they. Enkidu and Kingu are theys. Thank you, Volcanic Ash Soap. Anyway, I'm done rambling. Finally. Thank you.
That's good. I want to point out Lieutenant Shanks is very upset at you guys for talking shit about Apollo Justice, I believe.
It's okay. It's more Apollo for you.
Yeah, you can have him. That's
You
fine
can
with
have
us.
him while Clavier is away having sex with beautiful figure skaters.
See, one sec while I read some more messages. Sion Forestry, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, Martin, Marin, and Soupy. Today I won't be as active on the stream. I hope you all had a good day. Well, thank you, Sion. And don't worry, I see you're watching Raya and the Last Dragon. I fucking hate that baby in that movie. Glitch Gaming, thank you for
do.
I do.
That baby gave you trust issues.
Glitch Gaming, thank you for the 50 bits. My gay update is I went to a con last week and met so many gays. My gay battery is fully charged and ready to spread the love.
Good
Hell yeah.
Fantastic. I hope to have a
gays.
very positive gay charge. And
I don't know if I'm ready to go to a con yet myself because I don't think it's safe, but I am so I want to go to a con so bad. I miss it so much.
Just the general feeling of being in an environment where it's like everybody has the same general interests.
Yeah, I could just start a conversation with anybody.
I think I'm just old. I think I'm tired. I'm not really into conventions as much.
You don't like people. I think that's the long and short of it is you don't like people.
Part of it. And speaking of people, but I actually really like this person, we're also joined by Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. My gay update is that I fully encourage the the Clavier Victor Christoph threesome. That's all. That's all I
Clavier
got.
Christoph threesome. Oh right, yes, Christoph.
I said Victor.
I'm with the C, Christoph, not the K.
See Christoph, yeah.
I don't know any of these Christophs.
You know,
you know Christoph
you-
Giacometti, you fucking liar.
Oh, right.
yeah, that's the Yuri on Ice
I
one.
don't think of him as Christoph.
True.
Oh my God, I'm so validated. So, Martin, do you remember when we were watching Yuri on Ice and Chris came in his pants and I said, I wonder what he smells like?
What?
Yes.
Anyway, this happened. I was just like, man, because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, he must smell disgusting. Like, he's just walking around like that. And then, anyway, I was talking to somebody last night, and we were both talking about Chris. We were talking about this fan fiction idea, and she brought up the way that he smells. I was like, thank Christ.
Marin, it's okay to get excited, but you're blasting through your mic when you're doing
I'm
that.
sorry.
Just
I'm
be careful.
sorry. Okay.
Like I've got you
Anyway.
guys turned down a bit, but
Now we know. Now we know I'm not the only fucking weirdo having these thoughts.
I mean, you're the only one announcing it to a stream of hundreds of people.
There's only 100 people here. I announce many things.
Yep. Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 6 bits. Gay lawyer action, baby. Woo. Yes. And Glitch Gaming, thank you for the 10 bits. Also, I went to the Streamily link. Did we share enough and found they voice Athena as I'm currently playing Hades? Yay. Can we get a threesome hype train today?
Threesome!
Yes.
And this is
I
a
haven't got
canon
a-
threesome. Canon threesome.
I haven't got an animation for that.
I literally just tweeted, I think it was like 2 days ago. I was like, my favorite part of talking to new people about Hades is asking them if they've gotten the threesome yet. And they're just like, the what? Oh, I love it.
Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 10 bits. My gay update is I'm blinging up my bag with so much bi pride patches that I will be a walking beacon of gay positive energy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Again, some of those what was it? Pridosaurs that Tracy's making?
Oh, yeah. You should look up lady
Yeah, those are
underscore
super good.
Danaki.
Yeah.
She's got Pridosaur stickers, all
Pridosaurs.
sorts of dinosaurs with pride flags.
All right. Yes. So without further ado, let's play this game more.
Yeah.
You got a great butt.
Sorry, not the most natural
Oh,
segue.
Wildfire's getting the Biceratops. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
J Psych, thank you for subscribing for 2 months. Really appreciate it. And AJ
You've
Prime.
got a great butt.
You've got a great butt. And AJ Prime 77, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi guys, hope you're all doing well this weekend. Just wondering, did you guys watch the Netflix cartoon Centaur World? Or Centaur World, I'm sure some people would say. If so, what did you think of it? Haven't seen it, but I've
Never heard of
heard
it.
I've heard it's very good.
I've heard it's somebody pitched it to me and they said that the way that somebody they were working with described it was that it was very penisy. So I was like, well, that's all I need personally. Now as for whether or not I can sit down long enough and focus to watch it, that's another thing.
And before we jump into the game, I want to remind people that sometimes there might be visual glitches. It might look on the stream like we are having an acid trip, but don't worry, you are not. Sometimes the bit rate goes very low and the visuals start to freak out, and it only usually lasts about 20-30 seconds at most. Used to last 20, 30 minutes or so when we had stream problems. So it's better than it was. But yeah, so what do we need? What do we need to tell people that has happened in this case so far? Because I know I recapped it on Friday, and we basically what's happened is Phoenix Wright gone to a mountain shrine temple, and along with Maya and Pearl. Maya's there to train, do a special training course. Phoenix is there to do an investigation because he believes his crazy ex murdering like girl familiar Dahlia Hawthorne.
Person he thought he was in love and dating, but was only using him to hide evidence. Friend.
That person.
Girlfriend.
He thought she was there,
Yeah.
but it turns out it's someone who seems to just look a lot like her. It's hard to say. Her name's
Yes.
Iris.
Yes.
But he
They
met
just
her.
have different colored hair, basically.
Yeah, she has black hair, and Dahlia Hawthorne has red hair. And as far as we know, nobody has apparently tried checking. Phoenix didn't say, hey, let's call the police, see if Dahlia Hawthorne's still in jail. We don't know if she's still
he
in
tried
jail.
talking to her, and she had like 6 cyclocks on her.
That was Iris, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But my point is that at no point did Phoenix call the jail and be like, is she still in there? Because like that
Phoenix
would
Wright is not smart, is the thing.
that would answer his
He's like,
question.
I gotta figure this out for myself.
And he met a
I gotta
bunch.
keep in her face about it.
He met some Donim. What's her name?
Elise Donim.
Elise Donim, who was a
who was
children's
then
author.
murdered.
Yeah, who was the victim in this case, has been murdered.
Yes.
And the person
And,
who witnessed the murder, Bikini, who is like the main like sister at this shrine, witnessed what she thought was Iris stabbing Elise with this basically very fancy seven-bladed sword.
Yes.
Hey, Tiffany Witcher, I'm doing well. Good to see you. Congrats all on your success lately. It's been really cool to see. But yeah, she's been seen stabbing Elise Donim with a seven-bladed sword, but we've established that that's probably not what actually happened. It seems like she fell a good 10, 20 feet before being killed. The Shito.
Yes, but we haven't.
She was stabbed after
she fell
she died.
after.
No, she fell after she
got
died. That's right.
stabbed and then she fell, but we haven't established yet how she fell.
Right. We haven't established exactly the circumstances.
Consistent with like
Yeah.
a drop of 20 feet or something.
Yes.
And
Also
Bikini
notable-
testified as much on the stand yesterday or on Friday.
And leading into this one, another thing that's very notable for this court section is that we also met our old friend Larry Butts, who is now going by the name Laurice Donim, who believes that Iris is head over heels in love with him and had sent her a threatening note. Well, not threatening note, but a note claiming he's going to reveal her secret, which the secret is he believes that she's in love with him. And what's his involvement?
He's just there because he's also Elise
like her
Donim's like understudy,
protege.
like
Right.
yeah.
So
So he
he's-
was there visiting with her.
And he's had a bunch of psyche locks. What did they establish?
He said he saw
Bikini
something
or-
amazing.
Oh, that's
And
right.
then-
Yeah, he saw something incredible.
Yeah.
He saw
Well, he
something
basically-
incredible.
He was acting like an asshole about the secret thing, and it didn't really take much to break him. And the secret was only just that he was like, I'll tell everyone your fucking secret, that you're in love with me. Like he basically tried to manipulate her. Into
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically where we're at. Edgeworth has had to step in as de facto defense attorney, pretending
We're in
to
the
be.
hospital.
Yeah,
Yes,
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix tried to cross a burning bridge, fell through it because he's an idiot. And so he's in the hospital. Maya's still stuck on the other side of the bridge where they can't get to right now. We don't
should
know
be
where
able to
the
get her
fuck
today,
Pearl
though.
is.
She's gone. She's
Uh,
probably dead.
Franziska's prosecuting because
Yes.
Godot just
Is not around.
nobody can get a hold of him. He just fucking disappeared.
He is a total
In
himbo,
Mexico,
Tiffany.
probably.
But yeah, that's basically the gist. Like we're
Yeah,
we're in
Japan
court
and Mexico.
as Edgeworth. The cafe case. Is that the one from before? The one with the chef?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did the cafe case.
That was number
that kind of
3.
lawyer logic. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's because we're pretending to be a defense lawyer. I see.
Mm-hmm.
And back then someone was pretending to be Phoenix. Gosh, I was going
Uh-huh.
to say something before we jumped in and it's gone. There was something I needed to say.
Mm.
It's gone. Oh, I remember. I have made a VOD channel for the stream, for the Twitch, on YouTube. So I'm going to be uploading the Phoenix Wright VODs that I have to YouTube. The frustrating thing, the frustrating thing that I encountered right before streaming was that I tried uploading the first playthrough of the first case of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and it just said it cancelled processing because it was too long. And I've never encountered that in YouTube. Maybe something has changed with YouTube that I know I post lots of shorter videos usually, but I've never had a video be too long. Not since like 2007, 2008. But
Yeah, because I thought it was like a 10-hour video limit.
that's my understanding.
Weird.
Anyway.
So if anybody knows what's going on with that.
But it's going to be Little Curry VOD is the name of the channel, and I will be linking to it both in the Discord, which you can join by typing !Discord, and when we've got it set up, I'll be linking it in the Twitch chat as well. So I'll figure that out. We'll get it sorted. I'm sorry about that. All right, are you guys ready for some lawyering?
Yeah.
Hi.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Can you upload in different sections? Yes, I mean, I certainly can.
When you said you tried to upload the whole playthrough of the first case, do you mean like just that first
Just that first tutorial stream, yes. It was one stream.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Because we got
It should be like 3-4 hours at most, right? So
at most, yeah, it's like 3 hours.
It's like 2, yeah.
I wonder if the too long error is just like a placeholder error and it could be something else.
It could be anything. All right. Let's do some lawyering.
Maybe YouTube was like, enough Phoenix Wright.
February 9th, 11:15 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby, number 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris. We only have 20 minutes.
You okay? You okay, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, just needed to get down there, you know? There are 2 things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Do I look good? And are you ready?
All right. I'll help in any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall.
Yes, that was the big clashing. That was the big point of contention there, was that Bikini said that she saw Iris at the training hall, but Iris claims to have no memory of doing this, so
right.
Something going on.
Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Dots. Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Hello, Mr. Fat. Sometime.
Gumshoes just walked up.
I was just gonna say, like Gumshoe walks up at that moment.
Hello, Mr. Fat.
Hello, Mr.
You
Fat.
little scritch, scritch, scritch.
Mr. Edgeworth, not in court, please.
What a handsome man you are. Oh, I just want to pet your face. Osha, bosha, bosha. What you do here? What is this Band-Aid? Anyway, sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There was only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
It was Larry.
Yeah, the letter, right?
I don't think so.
No?
No? Oh.
You'll see. Because the letter is why she didn't go to the inner temple.
Oh,
She was
okay.
afraid.
I wonder if, anyway, Iris, maybe we should call the prison.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet.
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her? Like that chick from Arrested Development?
The safety of the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya.
Probably not,
She's
though.
must be.
Oh, she's
she
must
is
be.
must be.
Oh, she is must be talking
or
about
she has
Maya.
must be.
She has must be talking about Maya's dots. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Do I look good? Did you kill Elise Stoneham?
5 more psyche locks appear.
Jesus.
No matter who or what may come. I could never take a life.
Vegeta with mustache. It's certainly our first typo of this stream.
As I thought, no psycho lock. We had like 3 typos last stream.
That's
Yeah.
a bunch, yeah.
I wonder if this one must have been rushed very well.
A miracle never happened.
Never happened.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like
when you know we're getting close to deadlines is when there's more typos.
Yeah.
the
Those
typos
poor
were far
people.
worse in the previous game, though, I feel.
I don't
Well,
know.
there was also that one in
Yes.
this game where
With the when I was inside a boy.
when I was in a child.
Wasn't that the last game?
No, that was this game.
that
That
was
was
this
it was
game,
the
yeah.
I think it was the Ron Delight case.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Gosh, it's been
I
a
feel
while.
like this game has had the most typos.
I think so.
I think you're right. Did
It
you
is
say-
my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
VTuber Shoes, thank you for following. You might not get much work because we don't see many VTuber legs. And Dragon Selena.
Not allowed to see feet on Twitch.
It's like Geppetto. No, that guy made clocks. Never mind. Who made shoes? Who
I
wanted
don't
a
know.
kid and made shoes?
Dragon Selena,
What's this?
thank you for raiding with a party of 3. I hope you had a good stream.
Dragon Selena, did you want a kid and did you make shoes?
What?
Strange thing to ask
I'm trying
someone
to-
who just showed
I
up.
feel like there was like a show about a cobbler.
Oh, the thief and the
Never mind.
cobbler.
The sure.
February
yes.
9th, 11:36 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 7.
There's the clip with you when he was at a what?
Ah. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior.
Larry was
Did he
probably
smell?
stinking it up in there.
He was sketching something very intensely.
Of course.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
Rubies. He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and vicious whip.
Mama Carnage, the judge is Canadian, and I can't do a Canadian accent, so take my Tristan / Bullwinkle. Is it Bullwinkle the moose?
Yes.
Canadian.
But also, it's a different judge because Miles Edgeworth kind of like arranged for the judge and this prosecutor so that he could practice being this woman's defense attorney because his boyfriend asked him to break the law and do that.
Yeah, it's definitely not fraud in any way.
It's not fraud
it's
because
perfectly
Phoenix
legal.
Wright asked him to do it.
Yeah. It's not fraud if it's gay.
Sion42, thank you for hosting.
I can only blab.
I can only blep.
Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse of an other there for an artist before the court.
Now she's an art critic. Derek Anthony, thank you for
It
the 10.
was shit.
It was shit. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Sounds like Larry was drawing Von Karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoopsh.
Laurie Stoneham, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
She's the only one willing to use that name for him.
She's like, I don't know this asshole. She didn't meet him in the last one.
That's
She's
right.
like, under no circumstances will I say Larry Butts.
That's fair. It would seem that Whip is going to see plenty more use today.
Great.
Not on me, though. Ho, 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 ho. I told her if she used it on me, I'd give her an Indian burn.
Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
Hey, I was just artistically rendering. Ouch.
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was I can read. Yes, I can. You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint.
What?
Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian.
Wait. What?
Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it?
I know. I graduated junior high, okay?
I find that difficult to believe.
he's an idiot.
Oh shit, he only graduated junior high. I have to change my fucking fanfiction.
So they didn't go to high school together.
No, well, maybe they did. He just didn't graduate.
He was just hanging out there.
Yeah, no, even in the fanfiction, Phoenix was like, yeah, even I'm like, wow, how did that happen? How did he graduate? Now we know he didn't.
He didn't. Look, art is all about working out in the fields, isn't it?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10
Working
bits.
in the fields.
Thank you for the 10 bits. I wish they would show us the drawing. Aw.
Working in the fields?
I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope.
That's it. Thanks, buddy.
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model.
Ugh.
So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial. At all.
Arikios1, thank you for the 10 bits. Also, after that emotional farewell Von Karma made in the other case, where she kept Shelley de Killer's calling card with Phoenix's face on it and left to find herself, she's just back. Whoop, whoop.
They called
It's
her
'cause-
in.
Miles was like, yo, hey sis, help me out. Help a bitch out.
Yeah,
And
it's-
she was like, all right, bitch.
She was
Yeah.
like, this is my chance to kill you.
It's more of a fun cameo than more, because that's kind of the denouement to the
Yeah.
character in these games, and this is more of a cameo.
I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or, to use the technical term, Crimson Lake.
The Guillermo del Toro movie? Oh, that's Crimson Peak.
Ouch! Ouch!
Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man,
All right.
you motherfucker.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. So you best check yourself before you whip yourself.
Wildfire Vivi,
What?
thank you for the 5 bits. Franziska, give him hell, whip him until his soul crawls back to the hell from which it sprung.
Witness, that was all your fault. Testify, now.
This is almost too much for me.
Oh, I guess
Suck it
Crimson
up,
Lake
little
is a hockey reference. Oh, cross-check is a hockey reference. What the hell is Crimson Lake?
It's just a color of paint.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't know what the lake is about.
Crimson Peak
I
would
don't
not
know.
have come out for like another 12
No,
years.
no, I didn't really think it was a reference to that. Witness more like whipness, says Volcanic. What I saw.
I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night.
That's a Crimson Mask, Roman
Fucking
Reed.
liar. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I was just having a really bad night, guys.
All the women in my life fucking suck.
I'm all alone now. Aren't I, Edgy?
Don't leave me out of this.
Edgy!
I am not your friend.
Edgy!
I'm not your
Witness.
Enki Doom.
Please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony.
I'm just a nobody.
Yeah.
Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I?
Yes, Queen.
And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation? Or anything else?
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents.
Recently.
I think he's finally realized for himself. Well, he did do the security guard thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. The piece of shit.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case.
What's his name?
Oh.
What's his name from bloody Silicon Valley? The guy
Oh,
that
T.J. Miller.
wouldn't he be a great Larry? T.J. Miller.
Yeah.
I probably said this already.
I don't know. That's
I
the
haven't
one
seen
role
it.
I would accept him in.
Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy.
That should be how he communicates with women.
Just be nice and upfront about it.
Yeah.
Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination with no touching, thank you.
Oh,
We can delve into other details at a later time.
about the touching?
Yes.
All right.
We should
Well-
definitely press the snowmobile statement because he stutters.
And also,
Well, he says he didn't meet anybody, but he met Phoenix, so I think we just present Phoenix there.
but Volcanic wants me to press him saying he's alone.
Okay.
Oh, I've already said
Oh,
that.
I guess we didn't get that statement.
What?
Because I guess he was talking directly to Edgeworth
Yeah,
instead
so the
of
judge was
actually
like, don't fucking
testifying.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to still say this dialogue, Marin?
Oh. It seems that he's going to... I'm sorry, I have food in my mouth.
Oh,
It seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slash through his obvious contradictions and keep things moving along.
Edgeworth, he's so peppy. YH9S, thank you for following. Anytime
I'm really happy when I eat.
Anytime I say a username with numbers and letters that doesn't form a word, I'm always like, is that a bot? Or are you going to get spammed?
Mm,
So I apologize if my paranoia is unfounded. Alright, let's see. It was this one, Phoenix?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Marin?
Well, never mind. We'll just...
You want him to press it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Because I'm
We'll
happy to
listen
do that.
It's fine. We'll listen to Soupy.
Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 5 bits. Can you give well wishes to Mama Carnage, please? She seems like she's having a rough time at the moment. Mama Carnage, I'm sorry you're dealing with something. If
just feel better, Mama Carnage.
you don't have to be here if you're not feeling up to it, but obviously we're happy to keep you company here, and hopefully watching this stream will help lift your spirits even a small amount, because sometimes it's just difficult, you know. Sometimes it's difficult to find anything that'll really help, and I can only hope that we help a little bit.
Sometimes the days just suck.
Yeah.
But
It'll-
it's okay because it's not going to suck forever.
You'll get through it. All right, present Phoenix. And his bored face.
Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. Because it was, yeah, you're pretty pathetic. And you cause all sorts of trouble.
He called me pretty. Did you guys hear that? I'm sorry.
But
Yes. You're
having
speaking my
realized
language.
bottoms, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
Only if you suck my dick.
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me.
However,
Larry's just like, that's the nicest thing he's ever said to me.
I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
You're totally pinning this on me.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder and a man that I would like to pin. Not Sister Bikini. But who, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright, who is the man I'm talking about, to report it.
Did you
Azulmagia.
hear that, everyone? Is that on the record?
Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Larry's biggest crime was being named Butts while also not having a great butt.
Oh,
Well,
the
we haven't
irony.
really seen his ass.
That's true. Give it time.
Maybe he's been scratting. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge.
Do you want a
in
minute to eat your
2019.
burger?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I just finished.
I just felt bad if I kept...
Num num num. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds.
Sure, sure.
There! He happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts!
That's right. Me in the flesh.
I just didn't want anyone to know I was meeting a man after dark.
Is there any significance to this design on his jumper, or is that?
Nah.
It
No, I
kind
don't
of looks like, you know, Kilroy, where it says Kilroy was here. Because that's.
No
but
idea.
I would assume it was a reference to that just because of the nose, but I also don't know anything about, you know, Japanese references.
When was Kilroy a thing?
Kilroy was a thing like. As far as I know, Kilroy's been a thing for decades. Like
I have
probably half a century.
No idea what that is.
That's like, there's a famous bit of
Got an
graffiti
eye.
that people will spray, and it's just a picture of a guy leaning over a wall, and his nose is coming down, kind of like this image, and it says, Kilroy was here. Oh, Breeze CG says that's Mr. Monkey from Game 1, Case 3. So there we
is
go.
it?
We finally figured it out.
Mr. Monkey.
I mean, I assume it is.
I guess he does have the like samurai top knot thing.
Let me get a picture of this Kilroy thing, because it's an important piece of... Okay, it doesn't actually look like that now that I'm looking at it. But this, hang on. I want to show you at least so you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh, I see what it is now. That would have been really funny if that was the reference, though.
Because it's kind of like he's an artist, but he's just got a graffiti thing on his jumper, you know? But yeah, that's... that used to be a famous... I mean, it probably still is in certain circles, but that's like a famous graffiti, logo.
It kind of looks like the last cross-examination with Bikini when she was just barely over the witness stand.
Oh, it's specifically related to World War II? My bad. I
Yeah.
thought it was just a graffiti thing.
It reminds me of seeing people wearing their mask under their nose.
Yeah.
Oh. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Sounds like Larry has nothing but bad luck wherever he goes. There's a reason that they say if something smells, it's probably the butts.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents.
I wonder if
Now the
Kilroy's-
judge is calling me pretty?
I wonder if Kilroy is peeking over the Berlin Wall, if that's what his nose is
I don't-
peeking over.
Oh, it could be. I don't know.
That
Isn't that quite a bit after World War II, though?
Well, that is the end of World War II, was when they divided up the city into 3 parts.
Yeah, but didn't the Berlin Wall... I guess if it's like pre it coming down, then that would make more sense. Yes.
Actually, I'm not even sure. I think it was like that's how they decided the war was over, was they split up Berlin into 3 parts. The Soviet, German, and American sector.
Roman Reed says, no, that's the Colossal Titan.
Okay.
That reality will not change.
But what do you want me to do then?
Larry, what is it you need to change? What
Nope.
you need to change, what it is that you need to change, is your inner self.
This is so exciting because this is
They're like
Edgeworth.
life coaching him.
Yeah, this is Edgeworth, who's coming from a more positive and healthy place in his life after going through all his bullshit, looking at Larry, who has never attempted to do this, and be like, dude, this is what you need to do. He's helping his old friend, kind of.
Yeah, but he just wants information out of him so that he can just call him an idiot later and go back to just treating him the way that they always do.
All right.
Well, to be fair, the likelihood of Larry actually making a change is pretty low.
Uniclonus has given the meaning of Kilroy. Kilroy was a shipyard inspector. He'd leave that mark on areas he'd inspected so he knew he'd been there already. Soldiers saw it, didn't know the meaning, and just spread it around. Which, if
that's
anything,
cute.
in my opinion, lends credence to my theory that that's a reference to Kilroy, because Larry is the kind of guy who would see an image and just put it somewhere and not know what it meant.
Yeah, well, you are certainly the kind of person to make up an additional meaning to support your theory and roll with it.
I like the Colossal Titan idea.
Yeah.
I think that was funny.
What's wrong with finding meaning in things? Rockrill, thank you for the 10 bits. The only good thing about Larry is that when it really, really, really matters, he'll do something to help. But every other time, God, I want to punch him so badly. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100 bits. I wonder if Larry visits a store or a restaurant, does it go out of business in a few days of his visit?
I mean, he gave Mia a statue, and then she died a few days later, so probably.
He's just
He
cursed.
probably buys groceries and then they rot.
Cursed Larry.
Yep.
What you saw that night. Testify truthfully. That is all you can do for now.
Edgy. I think I finally woken up.
Larry got woke, guys. Watch out.
I'm
God,
finally woke, Mr. Edgeworth.
no.
Well, I guess I could still be sleeping.
That's a good point. Erikios mentions that Larry gave 2 people the statue, technically.
Yes.
And they both died.
And they both got hit over the head with the statue. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
Well, I saw part 2.
I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I was in that shack for losers.
The loser shack.
I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
Interesting. Let me check that weather report real quick.
Yeah.
So lightning, 10 to 11. So there could have been thunder and lightning. Okay.
He said 10:30, and it struck
Yeah.
around 10:45, so...
Yeah.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
Hang on. So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl.
Good.
You've chased a girl for 3 days, bro?
God.
That's
What
one
is
of my
that sh-
shorter stints of chasing a girl.
Does that show you about you, motherfucker?
You know the Dennis system? Larry follows the Larry system. L stands for long after someone to the point of annoyance. A stands for act like an asshole until they want you to leave them alone. R stands for really, really act like an asshole. And the second R stands for
Really,
really really act like an asshole. And then the Y just stands for why, Larry.
Why wouldn't you do this?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I wonder how many restraining orders Larry has now.
One of the R's can stand for recreate the thinker and give it as a gift.
Yes.
It totally burnt out. Like, almost totally gone.
Like, really?
I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall.
Rock Ruin, thank you for the 10 bits. On behalf of straight men everywhere, this man does not represent or speak for us.
Speaks for some of y'all,
Speaks
though.
for some.
What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. Nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
The little baby's tuckered out.
As always, hard to know if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
All right.
Maybe let's press him on these.
Sure. I feel like you guys have told me Larry doesn't show up again, right?
No, he comes up in investigations. I think 1 and 2.
Oh.
And he is also back in the DLC case of Ace Attorney 6.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Pretty much
So
everyone
we
is
do
back.
get to go quite a while without him,
Yeah.
which is
And-
nice.
And by that time, you're just happy for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess.
L-Train 4444. Notice how thank you for the 50 bits. Notice how Franziska genuinely seems concerned that Phoenix fell from the bridge. Yes.
Well, how can she kick his ass if he's dead?
He reunited her with her brother. That's why she came to
There is character
to
development there, yes.
oppose Phoenix, right?
Thank you, Demon. He was busy being excited.
Excited? Dare I even ask?
Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. I haven't seen the show in forever. Larry reminds me of Quagmire from Family Guy. Maybe not as bad as the later seasons' depictions of him, but there's a bit of overlap. The problem is, Quagmire was always depicted as being successful with women. So, at least Larry
He's
has...
also gross.
Well, at least Larry seems kind of inept.
Yeah.
I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early, too.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end.
I'm proud of you,
Because they
Marin. You got
never
through that.
arranged.
You got through that without making any kind of commentary. I'm so proud of you.
What?
That was good.
I admittedly I wasn't 100% paying attention.
Oh,
Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they?
Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart! Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. You know, in this place she lives.
yes.
So I mansplained to her how to get there. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her.
The lightning.
This light was, of course,
Yeah, we haven't heard what the amazing thing he's seen is yet.
Lightning. Like, kerpow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom.
Who the fuck is Naomi?
He mentioned
One
her
of his-
previously, yeah.
Yeah. One of the many exes.
Or a little like
If
that.
they even got that far.
Right? I'm just like, bro.
I mean, it sounds like she slapped him.
Well, that's more like a punch from Miranda.
Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge?
Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
Miranda. This guy tried to hook up with Miranda from Mass Effect.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say
That's the only
That's
Miranda
not
I could
even
think
one
of.
that's not even really his girlfriend. That's just him playing Mass Effect 3 or
She
2.
punched me through the game.
I wanted her to punch me. Seeing that, what did you do?
What do you think? I was burning up as well, from the fire in my heart.
And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge.
Well, to be honest. It was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers.
Yeah.
But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind.
No. Bad.
I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first, Witness.
Fuck you. You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. Gotta go fast.
How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk.
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
He's saying 5 minutes. I guess he's not that far, though.
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him for a little more info?
Yeah, we should.
I think it's why didn't you call anyone?
Okay. Wildfire BB, thank you for the 5 bits. Larry, get a grip, and I don't mean on your dick, for pity's sake. Verbatim.
Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
What do you mean?
One thing I love about Phoenix Wright is it kind of feels like a bunch of Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Like, I know everyone's comparing Larry to Shaggy, but it does kind of feel like, what if the cast of a Hanna-Barbera cartoon just had a regular job and they still had very outlandish clients? Obviously, Harvey Birdman springs to mind, but it does kind of feel like the cast of a Hanna-Barbera cartoon sometimes.
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought of doing that,
But I'm an asshole.
but I'm an idiot.
So then, let's hear why you didn't.
Huh? Yeah, okay, a reason. My reason.
Tilly's
I
dreaming.
started crying a lot.
Derek Anthony,
I
thank
forgot
you.
what phones are.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Are we sure the fire in Larry's heart was from Iris and not from indigestion from the food he ate?
Sometimes it's both.
Could have been both.
Fire from the poison I'm feeding him.
It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone. I just didn't have time to, okay?
Okay. Less than a minute later. Do I keep pressing?
I think maybe we present the weather data there because of the time discrepancy.
Yeah, because he said 5 minutes, then 5.
Yeah. He said Phoenix arrived less than a minute later, but Phoenix was like way further away too.
So it would have been after the thunder, really. If Phoenix... If Phoenix...
A phoenix can
Yeah.
one wheel fast.
Sorry, I don't
He's been
quite...
taking lessons.
I don't quite understand what we're doing here.
It's that I think it's that Larry in actuality arrived a lot earlier than he said he did, but
Okay.
he still didn't call for help.
I had a feeling there was a time discrepancy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll believe you.
Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
How is Larry's existence a contradiction?
Shut the fuck up and let me burn
What does
this
it contradict?
tiny heterosexual man. If one could even call him such a thing.
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien.
You are a boy. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
Never been the best timekeeper, you know. It's not like I've made a clock or anything.
He could work for WWE. Their timekeepers do terrible jobs.
3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge. And immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah. Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here.
I never thought the
According
weather
to
would
this-
be so useful in a court case.
All right.
According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. It's just like Back to the Future.
Does it say that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lightning struck. Then, yes.
You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge. Meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
That is impossible.
No Roman
The-
Reed. I believe the Hex Girls came back a few times. Oh, they only appeared once? Really? People love those Hex Girls. They've got a lasting legacy. Patty Jenkins would say that nothing that hasn't been released theatrically can be like, what is it, legendary. But the Hex Girls disprove that.
Patty Jenkins didn't watch Yuri on Ice.
I see 3 times: The Witch's Ghost, and then again in 2 of the shows. Yeah, I thought I'd seen them in one of the shows.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time.
Excuse me. I have an objection.
Shut the fuck up.
You do?
Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Larry Student. Ah!
It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11.
In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Franziska von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery.
The slip ahead is slopery.
For there is no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. Brah, it took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m.
Which means what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge as it was burning that night.
He didn't?
Didn't he, though? I thought he did.
He did. I could have sworn we looked at it and described it and then ran across it.
Yeah. I guess most of the flames were gone.
That's bollocks, Edgeworth. I gotta question that.
He did not arrive there until after the flames had died down.
I swear to God.
But maybe that's why he thought that the bridge was more sturdy than it was.
Oh, it's way more
Maybe,
sturdy
yeah.
after it's been set on fire.
No, it's
No.
just like it was burned, but it wasn't like on fire.
Yeah.
So
He
he
couldn't-
thought he could still cross it.
He couldn't see, like, and it's dark, you know?
I still think that's bollocks.
He's stupid. We all know
Yeah.
he's stupid. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. Are you still trying to hide something from us? What happened during these missing 15 minutes?
Ugh.
I think I remember telling you, Martin, that there are a couple times in this case in particular, I felt like there were, like, I literally have no idea where I could have come up with this on my
Yeah.
own.
Oh, okay.
Especially like this first court part.
Yeah.
Like always confused me a little bit.
This
I-
part?
Yeah, like this whole court section.
Gotcha.
Especially like the part with the snowmobile. I was like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I feel like I just woke up. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Oh, there's the butt.
Oh.
Order, order, order! Ah!
So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident?
Did you simply watch the bridge burn?
That is the problem here.
Man,
You-
now I've got this massive theory in my head developing because the Kilroy thing.
This is not
Look,
where I expected this.
The reason
Yeah, right.
the reason I'm so familiar with the Kilroy thing is because of the movie Kelly's Heroes. I don't know if any of you have heard of or seen this movie. It's a Clint Eastwood.
Isn't it a World War II movie?
It's a World War. This is why
Yeah, I heard of it.
Kilroy is in it. It's a World War II movie, and one of the final moments in the movie. Spoilers. The movie is about a bunch of American soldiers going to steal gold before the Nazis can get it, so that they can get off and have a bunch of gold. And the not just the climax, but the opening of the movie is set to the song "Burning Bridges." And right as the song kicks in, it's a shot of Kilroy is here when they've stolen the gold and the room is empty. And the Nazis get there and they're like, oh, there's no gold here. And it just says Kilroy's here. And then Burning Bridges kicks in. And now he was stood next to a bridge burning and he has a Kilroy kind of thing on. Come on.
You literally look like Charlie from It's Always Sunny right now.
Yes.
We just need the board in the background with all the,
The red
We
tape.
do.
you know,
Yeah.
the red string.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on, Edgeworth.
That is the problem here. You are an asshole. Even after the bridge burnt out, he was still there. He simply stood there and didn't report anything. Like an asshole.
L Train 4444, thank you for the 20 bits. I think the bridge issue with the bridge is that we were so transfixed on the fact that it was on fire and we were concerned for Maya, no one would think that it was just embers instead of the full fire. I
Yeah.
think you're right.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what we were trying to say.
Ultimately, I think I assumed, and the image made it seem like it was on fire. And
And
Derek,
you know what they say about assumptions? They end up with you in the river.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what they say.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Couldn't that be a Steel Samurai shirt, though? It could be. It could be.
Or it could be Kilroy.
Couldn't it be a Steel Samurai shirt? Do you think maybe that might be the more likely option?
Yes.
No.
I think it could be World War II graffiti.
Make fun of me.
He simply stood there and didn't report anything because he's a piece of shit. That's what it sounds like. This might be Larry we are talking about, but even he is incapable of being so stupid. There has to be a reason for his inaction. He was getting laid.
Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm not interested in you that way. But thank you.
Serious Larry.
Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time.
Larry, like, pulls the mask off. It's Matt on guard.
Oh, no.
Listen, I'm
Not straight, Larry.
I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Then say it.
Sorry, whenever that happens.
Jesus.
Whenever she
No,
whips someone, it cuts you off. I'm sorry.
you're good. I was just still laughing about the yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Edwin's in the chat. Hey, Edwin, good to see you.
Oh, hey.
Amika CH, thank you for following.
Larry has a 12-pack.
Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth.
Rare use of a semicolon there in the dialogue.
Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you going to do? No, what were you doing, witness?
Getting laid.
I was setting a bridge on fire. What do you think?
Laid.
Vampiro, thanks for the 5 bits. Larry, this isn't even my final form. No, Larry, you are the demons. The missing 15 minutes.
I'm a donim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing?
You are not a donim. You are a dumbass.
Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and he came running up.
So where's this picture you did?
I think we got to press him to
Okay. Give
to
it
get
to
the
us.
sketch, but yeah.
I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it. Piece of shit.
Unforgivable.
Rock Rulin, thanks for the 10 bits. Larry just stood there for 15 minutes staring at the bridge and going, hey, hey, fire, fire.
And looking for his red crayons.
Yes.
You do tonight, yo.
There should have been a pseudonym para. There really should have been. I'm
Right?
stunned that it didn't happen.
Well, if you think about it, Elise would be Eddie Sue.
Eddie
Pseudonym.
pseudonym. Yeah.
Mr.
And same with
Edgeworth.
Laurie Sue.
Bloody Sue.
Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts?
Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
He's got big D
His
energy.
name is
big,
Larry.
big doubt energy.
And what would that be?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. I 100% believe this dipshit spent 15 minutes painting instead of doing anything of value. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? Because he's a piece of shit. I intend to drag the reason out of him.
He just keeps answering his own questions.
I just want everyone to know
Drag
he's a
him.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
The Owlsmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Imagine a case where Francisco was on trial for purportedly murdering Larry, and everyone involved is just like, okay, but did you murder Larry, though?
You'll regret this, Edgy.
Oh, not more than just knowing you.
The missing 15 minutes.
I think
So-
we're just pressing.
Pressing everything?
Yeah.
Why not?
Until we get the sketch, at least, I believe.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens after that.
Tell us, Larry.
My name is Laurice. Get it right.
Tell us, Larry.
Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am.
Women make me want to vomit.
got a great
Tell us,
butt.
Larry.
Just who exactly are you?
Sponge Babe, thank you for resubbing with Prime for 7 months. Hello, Martin. Hope you're well.
Got a
Hope-
great butt.
You got a great butt, Sponge Babe.
I'm Laurice Stoneham, apprentice extraordinaire.
That's what he calls himself in any case.
Then you are an artist?
Of course, I'm an artist, the real thing.
Yet again, that's what he calls himself.
Names mean nothing.
That's why she can't say any of them.
There is only one reason I care to discuss. Hey, it was only Phoenix Wright, and only because I did not want to capture his true physical form yet. But now that he has defeated me enough times, I feel as though it doesn't matter. You
Gotcha.
don't understand. There's only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing?
That is a very big issue indeed.
Okay. He's whipped up into a frenzy.
Catching the burning bridge.
The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy?
Don't say lips.
My lips?
Enough.
As soon as you repeated my lips, whoosh.
Enough.
Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Why would he bring it with him if he didn't want to share it?
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there.
The entire world.
The entire world.
The whole world.
Everything. The whole world. Let's have a look at the sketch.
Zen
Yeah.
Budo
Let's-
Sekai.
Let's change the world.
Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch.
Please.
Witty, please.
Witty.
Mr. Nick.
Mr. Butts.
Well, well. Even I couldn't have imagined it'd turn out like this.
I know we were wondering where Pearls was, but I'm very glad she's not here for this whole section.
Fucking Larry Butts hit on her the last time, so imagine what?
That Laurice Stoneham's debut would take place here, today, like this. Ouch!
Show it. Now.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. If Larry's house was on fire, instead of calling the fire department, would he just sketch the burning house? You see, you assume that Larry has a home.
Yeah.
Damn.
It would
I guess he is just kind of hopping from sugar mama to sugar mama.
Yeah, he probably accidentally set his girlfriend or whoever's house on fire and then draw that. And that would be part of the Larry system as well.
That's why he broke up with the Naomi.
Yes. Rock Rulin,
The A in Larry stands for arson.
Rock Rule, and thank you for the 10 bits. The world may change so drastically that Japanifornia may finally separate into Japan and California. And Azlamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Larry's entire life is a fire.
Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Lurie Stoneham.
Whoa,
Wow.
that's actually kind of cool, but also,
Yeah,
what is this? Why is there a burning lady up there?
you'll see.
She's Jesus.
She's Jesus.
Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well, certainly it's a bridge.
Phoenix is lying in his hospital bed being like, I can sense bad art. I want to say something, but I'm not there.
My sarcasm is powerless.
It's a better drawing than I expected.
I'm glad even the game had to confess that the drawing isn't nearly as bad
Yeah.
as everybody thought it would be.
I don't think he's a bad artist, actually.
Right.
I mean,
He did the
made
art
the thinker
for...
statues.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did.
With my crayons.
With my
Yes.
crayons.
I'm sure you did.
This is gonna get ugly.
Unlike you, you handsome young man.
No one has the bravery to bring it up, it seems. But this art sucks. This mysterious flying object.
Yeah, what is that?
Larry,
What? Sorry, I
That was great.
zoned out for a second
No,
there.
that was great. Larry just... What?
Oh, what?
he's probably just looking at his art. The burning bridge is fine.
Oh,
you
shit.
know.
That's a pretty big compliment from Edgeworth.
It's fine.
He's like, it looks okay.
But what is that unfortunate looking figure?
Oh.
Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might.
However much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
Talk about Phoenix's ass.
Da booty.
It's Iris, of course. Iris.
Oh.
I see.
I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know.
She should stop burning and flying like that.
What would have happened to her if she'd injured herself flying like that?
Wait, legit? What?
You'll see.
Larry, please answer this next question honestly.
Okay. Will do.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. This does add a new meaning to
Burn the witch.
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist.
No.
Nobody can tell me I'm not a real artist.
Are you?
Hi, the girl.
Yes.
Bravo. Bravo, translators. Very good.
I forgot about that.
The girl. She's really high up in the picture.
Rock Rulin, thanks for the 10 bits. I really was appreciating that picture for a while there, but then Larry had to go and open his fucking mouth. You see, I guarantee you that they didn't say anything close to that in the original Japanese.
Oh,
But
yeah.
That's brilliant.
What was that for?
This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
That's how you get out of dreams, hurting somebody else.
I just
L Train
hate everyone.
4444, thank you for the 50 bits. I don't care. 21-year-old me loved the weed joke, and 14 years later, it's still brilliant. No, yeah, it's fantastic.
That's super funny.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, No court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedence for this.
Yeah, in the second game that you were in with that bloody circus.
Yeah. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see.
What, did she have like a hang glider or like one of those wingsuits from Far Cry?
Maybe a catapult.
This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to Earth.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Oh crap, is Max Galactica back?
What? Me?
Bax Galactica.
This witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination. By force if necessary.
Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 50 bits. So is this the 24-hour Ace Attorney stream? I didn't know that was happening somewhere.
Nope.
Well, what did you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from me.
He hates it. Larry's sketch added to the court record.
Now hurry up and cross-examine him.
All right, we're still going.
Let's go to the next statement.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's a new
Her hood. She
statement.
shouldn't have the hood.
Yeah, right. So I think we present the hood there.
Okay. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. I'm super late, but here, hey everyone, hope you're doing good today. Thank you so much, Ryu Kurika.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Let's present the hood. I feel like we're recycling a lot of evidence, but it's
Yeah.
doing the job.
It happens.
Larry, what did you really see that night?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix faintly heard in the background. It's crap.
Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible.
Sorry, I'm going to adjust some of the levels here because I feel like Marin is a bit quieter than the rest of us.
Okie dokie.
All right, there we go.
I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth.
A whole dollar.
Wow.
It's my
Probably
life
don't.
savings.
I don't need that. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain.
What might that be?
That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ah!
A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolish foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry, according to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris.
So that's all he saw, really, was a hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hood is my darling Iris. And Iris is my darling hood. What the fuck does that mean?
What?
Iris's real hood.
Ah!
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. You're a fucking dumbass. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight?
I might.
He's like, no, that bitch fell. Straight down.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
His pants have like the same sort of line across the butt crack that like some shirts have for boobs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No.
Like when a piece of cloth is like stretched between the boobs, and like there's like lines in the fabric between the boobs. No.
Like wrinkles?
Yeah, like wrinkles.
Like it's just being like pulled apart at the buttons?
Yeah. Larry's pants do that. He has like shirt butt cleavage. I don't know.
I like to think that Edgeworth is saying this.
It's like,
Let's
what
take
is
a look
with
at
this shirt butt cleavage?
Objection. Larry's got pants.
Look, I'm just.
There's a butt in those, I think.
You see how the
I felt
fabric
it was relevant.
it pulls apart and there's like a wrinkle.
I'm tired. I didn't get my energy drink.
Marin.
Maybe I need a soda. I think you understand what I mean just fine.
My pants.
Come on, man. Just go along with it.
Why did Nick have Iris's hood?
Well, Buckatato with an important update. In Germany, we even have a nickname for butt cleavage. We call it a Maurer. Sorry, I'm going to mess it up. Maurer decollete.
Decollete.
Decollete?
Yeah.
I'm glad you have a word for it. That's beautiful.
Yeah. We just call it butt cleavage, and that doesn't sound nearly as cool.
Sounds great.
Maurer decollete.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Are you going to suggest that it was Wright who took flight? Is that right? It would be quite a sight to see him soar to that height, but knowing him, he might just die of fright.
Okay, I definitely need a soda. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back then, too,
Sure
real
thing.
quick.
Sounds like that was enough for everybody. Well, welcome to the stream, guys. Those of you who have joined us halfway through, I hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. We play Phoenix Wright usually every Wednesday and Sunday, but this week we made an exception because Wednesday was, of course, a day off Twitch, so we played on Friday instead. So if you missed one from earlier this week, it's probably still going to be on the Friday. But we're going to go back to Wednesdays and the Sundays after this, obviously for the usual Phoenix Wright streams. What else did I want to say? Oh, it's AEW All Out tonight, guys. I hope if you're excited. I'm excited. I'm really excited because it's CM Punk's return to the wrestling ring for the first time in 7 years. And it'll be really interesting to see how he does. I don't expect it will be bad. I'm curious to see if he can still go like he used to. I mean, obviously there's going to be some, ring rust and, the usual. Like it'll probably be he probably won't be quite as, limber as he used to be. But I'm excited to see it happen. It's going to be great. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Did Phoenix think he was one of the Wright brothers or something? That's good. I'll give you credit for that one, Derek Anthony. But yeah, and it's also just going to be an exciting night of wrestling. There's some great matches. Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage, the AEW title. You've got a bunch of stuff on there that should be a lot of fun. I'm drawing a blank right now. I could definitely. There's Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks for the titles in the cage. That's exciting. They're going to do some crazy stunts. I fully expect the Lucha Brothers to win the titles myself. Yeah, I'm waiting for Hangman to get his shot, but it'll make it that much more special. Askin Hero won't get overshadowed by the debut of CM Punk or maybe a Daniel Bryan or two. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Oh yes,
I'm back.
Britt Baker versus the Alien. Samurai47, thank you for following. And Sion402, thank you for the 50 bits. Finished the movie. The baby was actually cute. I'm going to have to strongly disagree with you.
I'm back.
Welcome back, both of you.
Thank you.
Big Show is wrestling tonight, which is... I don't think that's going to be the match of the night. But it could be memorable for different reasons. And yes, if you haven't heard... Daniel Bryan probably going to AEW tonight. That seems to be what everything is pointing towards. So if you're a fan of Daniel Bryan or CM Punk, and if you're a fan of wrestling, it would be weird if you weren't. Tonight is the night. It's gonna be crazy. All right, sorry. We can continue.
Yeah. I did say this one.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm picking up the fat cat.
Sure.
Mr. Fat Man.
He needs attention. There.
Edgy. What's going on with Iris and Nick?
Yes, I have to give kudos to... Sorry. I have to give kudos to Eddie Kingston for, I assume, ad-libbing the line, "Redeem D's nuts" on Rampage this past Friday, which became a shirt overnight.
Beautiful.
Why, you, Nick! You dog!
What does he think he got off with her or something?
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear discredited and discarded straight into the garbage. The dust,
Wow.
could have said dustbin.
Ryu Karika, thank you for resubscribing at tier 3 for 8 months. Can't believe 8 months already. Time's fun when you're having flies, I guess. I look forward to more to come in the future. I look forward to it too, Ryu Karika.
You've got a great butt.
Huh.
Ah!
What is it now, witness?
I guess it was not the judge that was laughing there.
It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you.
Interesting.
What?
What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive.
Evidence. Evidence. Bleh.
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge. And I, Larice Donim, shall prove it.
Oh boy. Azal Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. So I think Larry is supposed to be an artist who is actually good at his craft, but is too unfocused to actually hone his talent. I think I would have preferred that just be his main shtick rather than the whole "I'm going to be unnecessarily difficult because reasons." Yeah, I mean... Yeah, they kind of really only brought the artist stuff back in this case. Every other case, it's just been Larry being a bit of a doofus.
He just doesn't take responsibility for his own actions, ever.
You talking about that one line of pixels, Marin? The one light green line on his butt?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I was looking for it.
I was like, excuse me?
Marin saw that, and they were like, that reminds me of boobs.
See, when I see boobs,
Look,
I'm
my
like, that
shirts
reminds
do
me of
that.
butts.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yes.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again.
God damn it, Larry.
Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Because I'm gonna feed you a whopping serving of pain.
Brilliant. Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. This evidence is just a napkin with the words "not guilty" on it, and "guilty" is spelled
What
wrong.
did you unplug?
That's Simpsons, I think.
Sorry, Gumshoe, not Gumshoe. Jesus.
Mr. Man.
Gordon, he unplugged my something.
Oh,
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me.
that cat is smarter than we know. He could play the
He just
ukulele.
was rubbing his face all over my cords.
He's
I'll-
not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with him.
I'll train
He's a
4444. Thank you for the 5 bits. Well, butts is definitely a bit of a boob. Did you say this?
Mm-hmm.
Proof that Iris flew. Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth, I am not paid enough for this. This is what Phoenix has to go through all the time. He probably is thinking those exact words.
And Phoenix barely gets
He
paid.
barely gets paid.
So if Edgeworth isn't paid enough for it, Phoenix really isn't paid enough for
Do you
it.
think Edgeworth is getting paid for this one?
Probably not this one.
No.
Yeah.
It's a
I
favor.
mean, he's representing a nun, so.
Yeah, true. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led to me finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow.
That's from the staff.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
thinks it's from the hood, I think.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
I guess.
And he gave us a photo of Elise before, right? Where she
she
has the staff
yeah.
with the crystal. So we probably just present that on the...
Right there.
Yeah. I think we just present that on the last
Gotcha.
statement.
Look
Mglitch
at
Gaming.
the suspicious blood color that's all over it.
Mglitch Gaming, thank you for the 20 bits. Sharing some bits to let Marin know when I get paid again, I'll be buying an autograph, so get ready to write out the best sentence ever. Be gay, do crimes, and love butts. Phoenix gets
I'm
paid.
physically prepared. I'm ready.
Vampiro, thanks for the 100 bits. The evidence just says, Dear Edgeworth, and there's a picture of a butt. And the Azlamaga, thank you for the 5 bits. Edgeworth and Francisca have an agreement. The loser of this day in court pays for lunch.
Hell yeah, Morton Steakhouse, baby.
A crystal sphere?
This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
Like, how does this dipshit not put 2 and 2 together?
Because he's
I
a
collect
dipshit.
bloodstained objects.
That sphere. Where did you find it?
Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right.
That means
So
that...
Elise took the fucking snowmobile, maybe.
Oh,
I
no.
don't think so.
I feel like Elise died here, and then they used the snowmobile to transport her body back to the temple.
You'll see.
Okay.
And it was half buried in the snow.
It had pretty much stopped snowing by then.
See, I really like this case, and I especially like that it's one of the cases where we don't really have the big picture already sort of laid out for us. It leaves enough mystery that it's fun to figure out what happened. Far too many of the Phoenix Wright cases, in my opinion, give you all the information, but expect you to sort of piece them together in a puzzle sort of way. Which, you know, that's fun too. It's just, this is exciting to me. What happened?
And plus, like, because we haven't even been able to get to the other side of the bridge yet, like, we've only seen half of what there is to see so far.
Right, yeah.
I feel like this one has a lot of, like, story outside of just the case as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just a matter of, like, you wondering about what's happening during the case. It's also being concerned about Pearl and Maya, and then also, like, wondering, like, what is happening with Iris? How is that connected to all of
exactly.
this?
Yeah. Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Can we drive to Hazakura Temple and toss butts into the river?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Did you say
I'll
this
pay
line?
for gas.
I did. But there is still some falling as I walk to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal sphere.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
There's something on it, isn't there? Oh my,
Ketchup.
it's a blood stain.
Nani? A
Huh?
blood stain? Chi?
Crystal sphere. Is chi blood?
I think so. That's what
So
Victor says.
That
or
showbot, that showbits girl is called blood?
No, it might be the difference between chi and chi.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
You
like,
ready, Edgy?
I only know that because when Yuri gets a nosebleed, somebody says chi. Or somebody says, is it from Yuri on Ice?
Blood.
By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Laurie Stoneham only a few minutes ago?
That was a phase, Dad.
You don't know me.
All right. So we're going to present beautiful crystal sphere, but I assume I say no one
I think
else
it's
could
this
have
one,
lost
yeah.
a crystal sphere. Okay.
Yeah.
I know Phoenix Rising. Honestly, it's almost frustrating that it's really obvious that Bryan Danielson is coming to AEW, but at the same time, it's really exciting that they've done nothing to acknowledge it on the main product. I mean, obviously, CM Punk just basically was like, yeah, he's coming. But aside from that, it's really exciting to not know, but to totally know. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh no, I fucked
That was
up.
the wrong photo. You're good.
I ranted about my fake pairing for like 10 minutes. So.
Yes.
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't accept that.
God. Well done, Your Honor.
What?
I was testing you.
Well, then why don't you try testing this penalty too?
Ow!
We're gonna
give
give
him the Mountain
We're
Dew.
gonna give a different judge the Mountain Dew.
Yeah. The other judge's Mountain Dew senses are tingling.
the judge. Although it'd be funny if this judge was like, "Isn't that Miles Edgeworth?"
He just casually walks in with a can of Mountain Dew, like, "Hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, Mr. Edgeworth," and then he leaves.
Gordon.
It looks like I shouldn't have spoken in haste.
All right, my bad.
You're good.
And it's this first one here. There we go.
Yeah, that one.
Hey.
Objection. Larry. I feel like I've said this in that
Larry.
exact music a lot.
Martin.
Larry.
Martin!
Martin!
Martin! Larry! That night, there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who was this stupid idiot?
Who was the sussy baka?
Ms. Elise Donim, the mentor to a stupid idiot.
They're having
Jeez.
fucking grade school arguments in this court of law.
This is what happened. Like, I love that Phoenix and him are like he's like, oh, feel free to
Yeah.
prod my holes in the testimony all you want. And then here he's like, you're a fucking idiot. You
It's like-
dumbass.
He just gets... He's like so poised any other situation, but he just gets sucked into like the grade school bullying once Larry's there.
Gordon.
Yeah. What's he doing?
He's just pooping very loudly.
Oh yeah, no, he is like a real excited pooper.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for him, I guess.
Over Solar, thanks for the 10 bits. Edgeworth is a Jericho mark. Confirmed, of course. I hadn't even thought. Yes, there's a wrestler, Soupy, just to give you insight. There's a wrestler who one of his catchphrases is, you stupid idiot. So,
Oh no. Larry's gonna get murdered.
I can't enter in my name. Thank you for following.
I have a photo of her here. I hope their name is like Cummies or something.
In real life.
Yeah,
That's their
her
name.
is Cummies McGee. And on the end of her staff,
Marin's projecting.
and on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Now that I think about it, Edgeworth is 500% less smug whenever Larry is around. It's true. L-Train 4444, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix to Gordon, it's shit. It is.
Wow.
Phoenix walks in your door just to criticize your cat pooping.
Well, really, he's just identifying it.
Gordon.
And criticizing. It's kind of a 2-for-1 kind of statement.
He's like
I
trying...
guess it Huh?
So he's like trying to like... I don't know how to describe what he's doing. He's almost tearing the cat box apart the way he's doing it.
Yeah. No, man. Like, I saw him in there once, and the whole thing moves. Like...
He shakes it.
He's searching for smells in there.
Gordon.
Oh my god. It's like Friday the 13th
We
part
have-
3 when that guy's in the toilet and Jason just starts shaking it.
Yeah. We have like a cat box that's shaped like a plant holder with like a fake plant in it. And the fake plant is just going like this. It's going back and forth, like shaking like a tree in a storm. Iris says,
It's
Gordon's,
Tropical Storm Gordon.
Iris says, Gordon's like, why do they call it the restroom? I'm fighting for my life in here. He's still going. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Now we know what Gordon thinks of Larry. And Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. That picture there looks like it belongs on a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I guess it does. It does have kind of a Witch of the Black Forest vibe.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Ah,
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find.
He's done.
I have one just like it on my brooch.
It's covered in blood too. No big deal.
They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this.
I don't know if we've ever seen Edgeworth snap back from the sort of hunched over like shock
Yeah,
into
right.
like composed in sequence before, so that was
He
interesting.
recovers very quickly from
Yeah.
jewelry-related inaccuracies. This
just
is
like,
the
it's fine. I don't need to worry about it.
It's not my brooch. This is the
Mine is
victim's-
much prettier.
This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime.
Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone.
It's good.
What? 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 What?
This is butt cleavage.
Just what does this mean?
If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it was that bitch. Certainly not Iris.
It was not
after
that
all.
bitch.
She was not wearing her hood or on fire, more importantly. The crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either.
Can't like unsee that wrinkle. in
I mean,
his
yeah.
pants now.
You're welcome.
Does it count as cleavage though?
I mean, no, but
If his butt cheeks are pointed out far enough and far away
Yeah.
enough, like the pupillary
I mean-
distance of the butt cheeks.
the
I don't know what else to call like the tip of the sphere of the
Calipigian.
first we have like the ass cleavage, which is reminiscent of boobs, and now we have the pupillary distance of the ass cheek.
The wingspan.
Shit.
That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Donin?
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion.
First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, thank you, is ridiculous.
Is that Edgeworth?
I'm not sure.
It was both
Phoenix.
Phoenix and Edgeworth.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Phoenix speaking through Edgeworth's body.
Phoenix and Phoenix, yeah, he used the Magatama to possess Edgeworth for a moment. He
They're
became
connected. They're soulmates. They're
he
connected.
became slightly
Phoenix
less
is
composed.
straight up in a hospital bed in the back of the courtroom.
Every so often there's like a beep.
Yeah. And a nurse comes in just to give him a little more morphine.
Can I have some more pudding, please?
People cannot fly. Thus, it is rejected.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Artistic integrity. Where did you come up with that? You're not artistic and you have no integrity. Francisca.
Quite right.
You can't do that. I saw it with my own eyes.
And this crystal sphere.
Audio Dragon, welcome. And congrats on asking one of the most asked questions that we had during the second game. Why does she have a whip in the courtroom? It's a cartoon.
She's just like that.
Yeah.
That is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Donim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Bitch. Ms. Franziska von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. You
What you
scatterbrain
got against
clowns.
clowns?
Why are you pointing at me?
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. People can't fly. Spirit possession and talking to animals is A-okay, though.
Right.
The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with this case?
That crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw off the killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. The same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch.
What? You mean I'm the killer?
Sure.
No,
Enough joking. Just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe that this is related to the case.
Or it literally has blood on it.
Right? Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. People can't fly. This from a woman who spent an entire case trying to convince everyone that someone committed murder, then flew away. Yeah. You're not wrong.
It has blood. She makes a valid point, except
Does
for the
she?
fact that it has blood on it. There is no evidence that Elise Donham left Hazakura Temple that night, but there is proof that the crystal has something to do with the murder.
Are you okay? You're in a rush?
What?
Oh, I just didn't know if you needed to go to the bathroom or something. You were talking
No,
very hurriedly. I didn't know why.
because I'm frustrated with Edgeworth being a dumbass.
I see.
However, if this crystal sphere can be proven to have dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely.
A beautiful butterfly. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, and you're kind of a dumbass, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
I like to think Larry could be legally declared a waste of time.
Can I prove it?
Yes, you
Can
can.
it fuck me? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place?
Yes. I hope that was right.
It was right.
Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. Can
Even
it
though
fuck
that was the fucking question.
to simply prove it, that's the only option. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's Yoda's do or do not, there is no try.
Yeah, basically.
Can I?
something
I will.
midichlorians.
That's what
Yes.
he'd do. Yoda.
Yoda, Edgeworth's favorite.
That man was Yoda the whole time? Oh my god. This changes a lot.
That little
He
green
actually has a
man.
crush on Yoda.
Ugh.
That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this.
Or Yoda.
Or Yoda. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. My undying love for another man, as well as this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You bless you. You will do
Thank you.
what?
That look in your eyes.
Look in my eyes. What do
Flames
you
of
see?
gayness.
The cult of
Sparkling
personality.
burn in your pupils. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise,
I have cornered him many times.
because right now I am Phoenix Wright and I am indeed cornered.
That's interesting. It's really interesting how personal a lot of these cases can be without being like just an intimate conversation, or like they don't have to be like saying their deepest thoughts to each other. Just the way that the story and the case is presented suggests a lot about their relationship and about what they're feeling about each other. It's really when these games are good, they're amazing.
Yeah, I think having the inner monologue helps a lot too, because like even if they're not saying it to each other, you still get the sense of like, you know, what they think when it's just their own private thoughts. You know,
this is really the only time we've gotten to hear Edgeworth's private thoughts, really.
Yeah. Yep.
I order
Aside from when he was spilling his guts to us at the end of case 4.
Yeah.
I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
I'm gonna guess it's the autopsy report. No.
Don't know.
Maybe one of the pictures.
I say go for the crime photo,
Yeah.
because I think it's related to how there's like snow on the stuff
Okay.
in the background, but not on her.
Okay. Right, because she has been moved.
Yeah.
It's once again we're recycling the same evidence from this previous.
It happens. We don't have that. I feel like we don't have that much evidence quite yet.
It's
anyway.
true. It's true.
only
Suki
on
Doragon Ukami. Sorry, say if I'm butchering your name. We are planning to do the entire Phoenix Wright series. And L Train 4444, thank you for the 50 bits. Look in my eyes, what do you see? Statements that's contradictory.
All right, Randy Orton.
No, what? No, no,
Who is that?
no, what the fuck? No.
You have deeply offended Martin.
Sorry, CM Punk.
There you go. You could not get less Randy Orton than CM Punk. Roger Neal, thank you for following.
This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct?
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over.
Game over, man!
The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Shut the fuck up.
Hey.
That was initially why I was like, why did Larry need more green paint? Because it's just snow everywhere. Like, you not got much green where you're hanging out.
I guess there's trees if he wants to paint them during the day, but...
Yeah.
Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing.
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. The muck duck, if you will. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What? Butt cleaver?
Order! Order! Order!
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused this crystal sphere to come loose.
What? What could that have been?
Maybe she bopped this guy over the head with it. This sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
Void Adept says, I think the arse cleavage was about 6 pixels across. That's the butt span.
The pupillary distance.
The pupillary
of the ass
distance of the
cheeks.
ass cheeks.
The murder didn't take place in the town of
Let me take a breath here.
The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
A piece of foolishness.
Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish, Ms. Von Karma?
Classic Star Wars fan Edgeworth withholding the desire to quote Obi-Wan Kenobi and say who is the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him.
Shut up with your Star Wars. Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth?
Franziska's more of a Trekkie.
The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
I feel like Franziska would get along in Cardassian court more than in Phoenix Wright court.
Cardassian, like Deep Space
Cardassian,
Nine?
yes, indeed. Well, I mean, they're in all of Star Trek, but
I
yes.
see. That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing.
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion.
Remember when you were
If you
like,
wanted to-
the blood all comes out when you put the blade, what was it?
When you put the blade in, that's when there's the most bleeding.
Yes. And then she immediately negated you.
If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body,
That would be when the blade is removed.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Every time Von Karma overuses the word fool, Marek's eye twitches involuntarily. Yes.
if that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon the murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Donem's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove the possibility it happened as I presume. Snowmobile, baby.
You know what happens when you presume,
Yeah.
Edgeworth? You fall in a river.
Free out of you
Yeah.
and me.
Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation.
Make a pre out of you.
Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple. Do I not have the freaking
Snowmobile.
thing?
I guess we don't have the
Take the picture.
snowmobile itself, but I think we can just
Picture.
present the tracks picture.
The picture.
Next one.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Very helpful, Marin.
Thanks, Marin.
I'm here for emotional support on that snowy night,
And by that I mean to receive emotional support.
and only receive. There's only one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. But you dumbasses got it wrong, because it could have also been used to carry a body. Blah, 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 blah. Ass class. What?
I'm sorry?
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth.
I think that's where Larry needs to go.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to go down.
Go back to ass class.
Go back to ass class, butts.
You've dug yourself into your own grave.
Can I be an ass class teacher? Can I
Yes.
enroll to teach? Okay.
Oh, you're like
You want to teach Larry
principal.
Butts?
I'm the principal of ass class.
Yeah, headmaster
What do
of
you
ass
mean?
class.
I'm the head of the ass. What do you mean?
The boobs of the back, you might say.
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. she's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim Elise Donim really killed?
Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. Principle of funk. I'm not sure if that's a reference to something.
Were the renegades of funk? If her body was moved, whatever for?
Were the renegades of funk?
And finally, just what does this image mean?
Yeah, I suppose that is an important question.
What the fuck?
She whipped the image.
Do you even need to think about that?
Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity.
Damn.
Oh, right, Ryu
Just him and
Karika.
his sister just double teaming Larry.
Thanks
While
for
also bickering at each other.
Yeah,
Did you say the line?
I did.
Oh, sorry. Thanks for the 5 bits, Ryu Karika, and I forgot that that was a reference to that.
However, he would never utter a lie that would hurt a girl with whom he is enamored.
You think?
And this we
Alf.
can rely on 100%.
Unless it was like about cheating or something. He drew this so it is something that actually happened.
That is a weird argument.
I know, believe me, I know thirst. The defense stands firm on this point.
He's like, I've been parched for years. Edgy, thank you.
Just fucking hook me up with Wright after this. God.
I don't want bloody Larry being the wingman between those two.
I mean, he kind of was in this case.
That
He kind of
settles.
was at the beginning of their friendship
It's
by stealing
true.
the lunch money.
I don't like to think of that as a wingman, though.
No.
That
Did pay him
settles.
back.
That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances.
Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason and one alone for me being here.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for subscribing with Prime for 6 months. I do appreciate it.
You've got a great butt.
Hey.
To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright.
Really? That's what this was all about?
Yeah, Samurai Tiger, I don't believe this is the final trial. This is the final case
No.
of the game, but it's not the final
Yeah.
court
We
section.
still have one more day.
Yeah, one more investigation day, one more
Yeah.
trial day. You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have had Frenzy whipping me all day out.
Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you are here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
A shame that your chance seems to have slipped by you.
What a shame, Francie!
This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront to all the legal system stands for. I demand satisfaction.
She fucking killed him, bro.
If you demand satisfaction, maybe you should go find a nice prostitute.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the question it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies?
Wildflower Vivi, thank you for the 5 bits. Yes, murder him.
Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and prosecution, even though it's not supposed to be your jobs.
And with this, The rest is up to you, Wright.
Erikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Well, it seems Larry is dead now. Shame. Drinks are on me. And Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 15 bits. This is the only person who has deserved Francisca's win. And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. And time to get escorted out of courtroom for assaulting the witness, Francisca. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Does this mean Phoenix came back for the next court section? I don't know myself, but I'm guessing that that's the case. And L Train, thank you for the 15 bits. I demand satisfaction, and thus hundreds of dumb fanfictions were bought.
Only at that point.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think those were going on a little before.
I agree, Edwin. Francisca and Adrian should kiss.
Yeah.
And Rock Rule, thank you for the 10 bits. Larry gets beaten to death. Everyone else in court. Oh no. Anyway.
Court is now adjourned. That means over.
We're done.
A smart judge.
All right. Now, I'm going to request that we end the stream there, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Just because I've got wrestling coming up in an hour or so. And
Yeah, no worries.
yeah. All right.
I think that's a good stopping point for today anyway.
Yeah. This is a really good case. I really like this one.
And I feel like the second half of it is really like the much better part of it too. So
Yeah.
I'm
I'll bet,
excited
yeah.
to get into there.
Once you start stitching everything together.
He is
Yeah.
at the hottie clinic. Oh no, poor
Oh
Phoenix.
yeah, he is.
Well, thank you so much for joining, guys. Rena Renard, thank you for following. Thanks for joining us for the stream. We will be streaming more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, basically the climactic investigation section, next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. And we will also be continuing it on Sunday. I will be back tomorrow with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which should be nice and chill. Samurai Tiger, thanks for the 10 bits. Let's do an AEW watch party on Discord. I would, but I have a friend coming over in real life to watch it with, so I'm going to be hanging out with him. I apologize. And
Watch party off Discord.
Off Discord, there you go. You can do one yourselves if you like. I don't know how that works, but Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Have a good night. See you next time. Thank you. Yakuza will be on this week. I want to say yes, Void Adept. I can't promise anything. Sometimes my health and life gets away from me. I try and focus on getting the Phoenix Wright and Yu-Gi-Oh! Streams done, and if anything falls to the wayside, it has to be Yakuza, unfortunately. But I'll try my best for you, because I do want to continue playing that game. All right, I'll be back with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links tomorrow, but aside from that, Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to the stream before we take off?
Just that I have another Streamily signing coming up on the 18th, and I'm also going to be announcing a new character in print on the 10th or 11th.
It's an exciting
so
one.
around there.
Yeah.
So keep it. Yeah, well, at least I think a lot of people know it. But yeah, so check out my Twitter.
I would be shocked
for
if
that.
most people in this chat didn't know what it was.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, so keep an eye on my Twitter, and I'm doing another signing on the 18th, probably from 1 to 3 p.m. PST again. And if you want to check out my prints, it's streamily.com/Marin Miller. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks.
And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say before we take off here?
Just thanks for joining us, guys. That was fun.
That was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. That was a nice, not too long, little
Yeah.
court case section. All right, guys, we're going to raid Ed Bosco, voice actor extraordinaire. You may know him from Has Been Hotel, I believe, but he's also obviously involved in Takahata 101's multiverse Nexus wrestling things. We're raiding Ed, and anything you want the chat to say to Ed when I'm trying to think of some AEW reference.
Tell him the Bulls suck.
No. Don't
Wow.
just insult him as you go in.
You're not insulting him. You're insulting his favorite team. Tell him
That's
that
like insulting
Chicago
him.
hot dogs. No, tell him Chicago pizzas are lacking.
Say that, or you can just chant CM Punk. How about that? Because he would get a kick out of that. All right, we're raiding Ed. Here we go. Take care, guys. It was great to see you. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
And we raid and